Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to go over some tips on how to better protect yourself and how to avoid extra stress being a landlord during a disaster with your tenant. Stay tuned to find out more. If you're a landlord, I highly recommend that you call your insurance company and double check with them to make sure you're properly covered. With home prices going up and material costs going up, you might not have the proper coverage. So this is just a friendly reminder to call your insurance company and just check in and make sure you have enough coverage. You probably know this, but your tenant may not know that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover them at all whatsoever. I would have a conversation with your tenant to let them know that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover them and they need to get their own insurance, which is called renter's insurance. This is very important, and if they can't afford an extra $20 a month to protect themselves, then that might be a red flag. In your rental contracts, I suggest that you add that your renters get renter's insurance, and they show you proof that they've obtained it. You're probably thinking, this will never happen to me. A fire, a disastrous fire or a flood, like that's 1 in a million chances, and I'm just not going to worry about it. Well, think again, because it can happen and you better be prepared. So if your tenant doesn't have insurance, all their stress is going to land on you, and that's on top of you dealing with the insurance company and trying to find contractors. It's a mess. So you can just avoid it easy. Make sure they get renter's insurance, so if something does happen like this, they can move on with their life and it'll just be so much easier for everyone involved. I recently went through a situation like this. I have a rental property, and I get a phone call at 9 p.m. on Sunday. I'm on vacation out of town visiting family, and my tenant's out of town. So I get a phone call that water's pouring out of the front, the back door, and this could have been going on for about a week. So I found out my tenant did not have renter's insurance. I asked her to get it in the contract, but I never checked to make sure she had it. So she was not protected. Her belongings, most of them were destroyed, like everything on the floor, like shoes, clothing, books, furniture, artwork. So it's very sad situation, and not fun for anybody involved. But I wish she would have listened to me and gotten it. It would have made things so much easier for me and her, and a lot less stressful. So my insurance company doesn't cover her. It only covered her items to be moved out of the condo, so my condo could get worked on, and but that's basically it. So she's kind of on her own, and she's not going to be able to find a replacement property comparable because rent skyrocketed, and it's just all around pretty sad. So I'm now in the process of fixing it up, finding contractors, and going through that process. The tenant finally moved out and was able to get her stuff in storage, and she found temporary housing. But it's just, it's very, very stressful. I can't stress it enough. So I wanted to share my experience and hopefully help somebody out thinking like, oh wait, I have renters, but I have no idea if they have renter's insurance. That's their responsibility. Yeah, it is. But if you can get them to get it, then it'll make things so much easier if anything like this ever happens. Trust me. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped somebody. And remember, life's better on the coastal edge.